Hi, I'm Claire Machado and I'm the SENDCo here at the Lyceum School. So I guess neurodiversity is really just thinking about how there isn't one single right way for a brain to work. We're all different, we all have different brains and we all think in different ways. So for us, that really means that all differences are understood and respected, and it's not something that just sits on the edge. And actually, just to show you some examples of how we look at the differences here with our children and support those differences to help them thrive, we have in every classroom, we have a calm box. And we have different things in here that the children can just help themselves to if they feel they need it, or they're guided to it by their teachers. So some children feel overwhelmed by noise in the classroom, so they might reach for these headphones to help them with that. Other children think and concentrate better if they're able to fidget. So there's all sorts of fidget toys that they can also use whilst they're trying to do their learning in the classroom. Some children really need to move, so we provide movement breaks for them when we feel that they need that. Or some children actually have resistance bands on their chair, which they can kick against for that resistance, which also helps to support them when they really do need that movement to help them focus. Some children may have some weaknesses with their working memory, so when they're writing we can give them something like this, which is a sound tile, so they can say their sentence whilst recording it and then play that sentence back to help them write it. So there's all sorts of things we have in these calm boxes in the classroom. Some things are just to help the children reset and calm down, take some time out, so something like this colouring book here that they can use and then go back to their work. Other children may need to sit on something like a wobble cushion to help them with their need for movement, and it just helps them to stay calm and better able to listen and concentrate in the lesson. And then we also have other children that maybe for fine motor challenges, they find handwriting difficult, and we don't want a barrier like that to prevent them from showing what they can do. So some children actually have a laptop to work from. This can help with their motivation to complete a task, or it can just help take away that barrier of effortful handwriting, and really then they can show how good they are as writers. So we've got all sorts of things here that the children are able to use so that we can show and they can show their potential. I think really the first one would be assume difference rather than poor behaviour. So if something's going on, maybe pause and question what that could be and the reason for it. So secondly, we may think about how we can adapt the environment to help meet people's needs. So we could reduce noise, we could maybe provide clearer instructions, or we may think about the lighting in the room. Thirdly, we want to really make sure that we notice strengths, because every person has strengths, and in that way that person has a confidence that can be built and use their strengths, and often using their strength to bolster their challenges and their weaknesses can be a really, really productive thing to do. Speaking in a Welsh accent really does help them focus.